Traveling for work? Say goodbye to overpacked, overstuffed bags and hello to organized packing. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I was sent another package from Ekster, the wallet making company, but this time I did not get a wallet. I am actually really excited to showcase their new vacuum seal bag. Perfect for travel, organizing. You can fit a lot more items within your suitcase. Let's get right into it. All right, and here we go. This is Ekster's vacuum seal bag. This one holds up to 10 kilograms worth of clothing. And yes, we're gonna try and put that to the test later by actually seeing how much clothes we can fit in my bag. A couple of key features here is, if you notice right off the bat, there's that zipper in the center. I like this because most vacuum seal bags that I have, and I'll show you, you load from the top in. And it makes it a little bit difficult if you're moving clothes all the way into the bottom and trying to center them. With the zipper in the center, guess what? You have more access to the bag. You can move things around. It's great. Another key feature here is at the ends, we have two little anchors. This bag is intended to actually sit in your suitcase or your bag, and then you fill it. If you happen to have a suitcase that has some straps, guess what? You can attach the straps to these little anchors to prevent the bag from actually moving. And the cherry on top, and the part that I'm most excited about, is that it actually comes with an air pump itself. So you'll see on the bag there is a spot to actually drain the air, remove it from the bag. You use the air pump to do that. And I flipped it over so you can see a little bit about the pump itself. It's a Type C rechargeable device. It can go for 20 minutes. You've got some air pressure here and airflow, and it has instructions on how to actually insert it into the bag. And I just removed it from the box, and I'm very, very impressed by this. What's the main goal of using a vacuum seal bag in your suitcase? You're trying to save space. Well, guess what? Look how big the pump actually is. This isn't going to take up any space in your bag. This is going to go probably with the rest of your electronics, your charging cords, whatever. This isn't going to take up any space. This is perfect. Let me show you an example right here of a different vacuum seal bag. Just look at this design. I've used this many times before and it sucks, to be honest. Unless I'm putting stuff away to store for winter or whatever, this is not the best. Like I said, with this bag, you actually load in from the top. So it's a little bit more difficult to move clothing around in the locations that you want it in the bag. And look, we have the vacuum pump to remove the air right here. The only issue with this is, of course, the bag did not come with a pump, obviously. So if you happen to have a vacuum nearby, or you're traveling with a vacuum for some reason, that's the only way to get the air out of the bag. Either by that or actually laying on the bag, I guess, and trying to push all the air out is very inefficient. And I just wanted to highlight this before we test it. If you flip it over, it has instructions. So if you press and hold right there, the unit actually turns on, and I was actually surprised because this is ready to go right out of the box. You can hear that. That's going to eliminate the air pretty quick. All right, so I guess it's time to pack my bag. I'm going on a business trip for a couple days. I've laid out some clothing options here for me when I'm gone. I have my suitcase out, and I have the vacuum seal bag already in the suitcase. I'll show you what I have laid out, and then we'll go about packing my bag and seeing how everything fits. First, I'll show you the vacuum seal bag already in the suitcase. It's perfect because, like I said, now I can go about putting items in through the center. Unlike the other vacuum seal bag that I showed, it only has an option to put in one way. That would be a little bit more difficult. Like I mentioned, we have some anchors on the side. In my suitcase here, I actually have some straps. So if I wanted to, I could go about feeding that strap through that anchor, and then, like I said, that would go about keeping this bag in place. Hypothetically, this is what I would pack for probably a business trip. I have some lounge wear after the day's done, a couple ties. When we pack ties, we like to roll them, keeps its shape and avoids wrinkles. Pair of socks, underwear. I have 2 dress shirts and an extra pair of dress pants. I'm going to put all those clothes into the vacuum seal bag. I'll show the results before I vacuum it, and then all the results after and see how much space we actually save. And there's the before shot. We fit everything in here pretty good. Say if you were to add extra clothing on top, you got a little bit more space in the suitcase. So we'll vacuum it now and see how much we have after. So I inserted the pump. With the zipper, you have to make sure that it's all the way across, because if it's left open, obviously air can get back in. So we're just going to push the button and watch the magic happen. And there we go. If we go back to that last image, like I said, we had probably not a lot of space up here to actually put extra items. Look at how much volume decreased with that. Like I said, you saw how much clothing I put in there and actually laid out. This is, to be honest, this is pretty cool. Like I said, now you would just put this in here with your other electronics, and then there you go. Holy cow, and look at that, there we go. Honestly, Ekster nailed this one, especially with this mini rechargeable pump. Like I said, those past vacuum bags that I've had to actually have a vacuum nearby for it to get that air out. So this is a little game changer right here. Like I said, perfect if you're going away for a business trip. Like I said, I had about 2-3-ish days of clothes there. You know, 3 is a little bit of a stretch, but like I said, you can get different size bags. That one holds 10 kilograms. Like I said, perfect, because then you can add extra clothes on top of there. If you're worried about wrinkles, guess what? If it happens to happen, it'll happen. But most of the time, if you're at a hotel or whatever, you have a steamer, you have an iron supplied there so you can do quick touch-ups. But for saving space, that's perfect. Guess what? If you order, go online, go to Ekster's website, you can get up to 30% off until May 19th. They're having a pretty good sale off majority site-wide, so 30% off. On top of that, if you use my code TIE, all capital letters, you can get an additional 10% off. So hey, you could probably go out and get one of those if you want for a pretty good deal. I should let you know that in April, I'm actually going away for a week-long vacation to Jamaica, and I'm going to be using that vacuum sealed bag, and I'm going to be documenting how I pack, what I pack, again, saving space for when I go. During that video, I'm going to highlight some of what Jamaica has to offer and just the scenes and resort itself. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Keep an eye out for that video in April. But again, if you're interested in saving space, go look at Ekster right now for one of those vacuum seal bags. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.